Hey guys, Flash here, and today I'll be doing a simple action-based coverage overview. So without further ado, let us begin. Finally, after finishing up the Stein coverage, I can finally go over this. And basically, I'm really happy that I actually got one, because there's no regrets whatsoever in the decision making, because honestly it makes the model that much better. Now, an action base 1 is typically different from an action base 2 and 3. A 2 and 3 does not come with this little support structure base right here. So honestly, this is the only action base that can actually support master grades, because master grades are a little more heavier than normal high grades or real grades. So that's why they need more of a support for them to stay on an action base and for them to properly be put into poses. Now, if you can't afford one, or if you don't have one, you can of course check out my reviews on my blog spot for some dynamic poses for them standing on their own. But honestly, an action base is not a bad investment, because it just makes the model that more appreciative. And even if some models suck, an action base definitely helps the pose process, so you can enjoy it better. So a lot of difference compared to a person not having an action base to a person who does, because honestly it does make a major difference. That's basically it for the explanation, I guess, give or take. But anyways, again, this is the action base 1, and this is the white one. You have a couple options, and I actually like that about it. They actually release some unique ones as well. You can have an action base 1 unicorn, an action base 1 Sinanju, and action base 1 Xeon and Earth Federation forces, I think, and also a celestial being, so on and so forth. However, the basic ones, the action base ones, the normal ones, it comes in gray, black, and white and clear, I believe, and maybe some other colors. However, if you get a white one and you decide, hey, I can customize this and make something nice out of it, you probably can, because it's white and no simple there's no little differences whatsoever. So you can add detail and structure, like look at the details right here. So it's a good mini project if you decide to spice it up a little. It also comes with this little mini tag that you can name and put a sticker on, and just put the name of the model on it. But basically, I got the white one because I have a Sinanju Stein, and basically this is where I'm gonna go over why I think the action base 1 makes it so good. So here we have the Sinanju Stein's little peg that goes onto the action base 1, and it's rather simple if I can just detach it. As you see right there, it's a square little structure. However, this is more circular, so this just fits in pretty flush. That's basically it. That's all you need to do. And these little pegs come with the master grade models, so if you're wondering, oh, I got something and it doesn't work, the model will most likely have it, so go over your runners and make sure you didn't miss anything. Some models actually definitely do need an action base 1, like the unicorn, for example. Overall, the unicorn is one of the major transformation models Bandai offers for a master grade version. And basically it can turn into Psycho Frame, which is destroy mode, or it can turn into its normal unicorn mode. But overall, both models, both versions have a heavy side to it, so unfortunately the ankles have a weak structure, which really makes it suck in standing poses. So if you have an action base 1, or if you decide to get one, this is where it makes the model that much better. So honestly, an action base 1 definitely does need requirements for some models, particularly especially the unicorn, because again, the ankles, if the ankles are weak, how can it stand on its own? And especially for some models that are back heavy, like the new Gundam Verka, for example, that already came with the action base, of course. But honestly, that's just one example. Like honestly, the fact that that was included, I'm pretty sure you guys enjoyed it that much better because it was included with that. But what if it wasn't? Honestly, it is kind of back heavy, and the funnels do really have some weight to it. So honestly, in some cases it's really important to really look into action bases, and it makes the modeling that much better. So if you're a collector, it'll be good for you, but if you're a modeler, it'll be good for you as well, because honestly, once you paint it up, of course you're gonna want it to look banging. An action base also doesn't really need to be used for master grades exclusively only as well. Honestly, if you have a real grade or if you have a high grade, there's option parts that come with it. So if you want to pose a high grade on it or a real grade on it, you can as well. I imagine some high grades might be heavy, like the Kshatriya or the Sazabi or the Psycho Gundam. The Psycho Gundam is actually pretty big. It's one of the biggest high grades that you can get. So of course, models like that will also require action bases like these. But if you do it well, I'm pretty sure an action base 2 or 3 might be better off for that. But anyways, I just figured I'd mention that as well. So this does come with optional pieces for you to do it that way as well, but that's basically it. So overall, I have no complaints at all with the Action Base 1. Particularly, I think it's really necessary for master grades. For example, my upcoming packages, upcoming package, I will be receiving one master grade that you guys can probably guess, but I'm also going to receive another one which also has some bad reviews about its joints having issues and stuff, and it not being that well posable on itself. So an action base is definitely required for that one. And you guys figure out what master grade I'm talking about once I get it. But honestly, again, Action Base 1 definitely does make the model that much more appreciated. So honestly, if you hate a model like the master grade, like the master grade Age 1, if you hate it, honestly, just plop it on an Action Base 1 and you can probably bang out some nice poses with it, or some of the master grade seed remasters, or the wings, or etc, etc. So basically, Action Base 1 for master grades. Action Base 2 and 3, I'm not really sure, but for Action Base 3 I actually have one, and I think I did a video on it. But basically, an Action Base 3 is also good for multiple posing and action displays. So if you have 2 or 3 action bases, or like these bases, not the base itself, but these support structures, if you have 2 or 3 of those, just plop them on the Action Base 3, put some high grades, and make it look like a battle scenario, and there you have a mini diorama without any effort put into it. So it's more enjoyable. So overall, models aren't the only thing that can really be important for the hobby. Ways to display and enjoy your hobby is also important. So that's the end of the day. So basically, whatever makes you more happier. In my terms, I'm really happy that I got this for the Stein because it's white, the Stein's white, it works, and it's awesome. So me and Stein are saying peace out. Thanks for watching. Flash out.